honest, I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your...
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the set. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 3. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line. 60 Pittsburgh. Keep it up, keep it up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Antoine Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. On first down, they run with Howard. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a gain of 34. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. He'll drop to throw.
His path became...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Albert Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their comp.
Demaryius Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Demaryius Thomas, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. That one complete. Here's Andre Ellington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here. Pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Ready? 91.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Albert Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
70, Indy.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long... And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep up into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready, set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. He'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 25 yards that time. They'll run on 1st down. Howard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. On 1st down, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Cobb. And he gets it down to the 32. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, Ellington. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
90 Wolf.
Quit talking about first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Fight.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. James has got it, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Saints take over. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to him, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hyde. Shrugs him off. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They run it again with Hyde. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
10 Lobo.
Ready? Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And an alley to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First down, a run with Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Down. 60 or. We ain't giving up nothing to 61. Matchbox lights. They go.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. They'll run on first down. Hyde. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.